How are you learning to better educate policymakers on complex public health issues?
That's actually one of the biggest challenges that I face. A lot of these issues are so complicated because they not only impact so many lives, but there's, providers that are involved, insurers, patients, they all have their different agendas, and how the intersection between those different agendas interact can really, a patient might do one thing all on their own, but then when they're talking to a provider, they may change their behavior. But then the insurer says, oh, but we won't cover that. And so the interaction between all these different stakeholders can make things really complicated. So, anytime you have one different stakeholder, you have, a couple variables to describe their behavior, then you have a couple variables to describe another person's behavior. But then when they start interacting, you have exponentially more variables, and trying to quantify these results can make things extremely complicated. And so, a lot of our research in econometrics, it's very complicated mathematics and equations and differential calculus, and then a policymaker's just eyes glaze over when you present them with a 30-page paper on equations and Greek, literally in Greek. And so trying to figure out how to distill something down to plain English, something that can be digested very easily, but retains the essence of how complicated the result is very, very challenging. And it's, something that we work very closely with different researchers. We have different advisors that help us. A lot of times I'll take a draft of something or someone else will take a draft, and it's my job to review it for accuracy to make sure that, we haven't lost something in the translation. And I think that's one of the biggest skills that people need to work on. We have a lot of great researchers who don't speak English, and I'm talking like they only speak math. And then we have a lot of communications people who don't speak math, and it's sort of getting those people in the middle and somehow meeting is the biggest challenge. And, at least finding the right team can really, really help. And so I think that's how I've gotten better at doing it. I've got people who are really, really excellent on different sides of the spectrum, and getting everyone together and being able to listen to both sides and then coming out with something in the middle is how I've approached it in my career. It's very rare that you get someone who can do all those different things at once.